All right, guys, welcome back to the Fishing for Thoughts podcast. This is episode number, I want to say six?
Sace, yes.
Six now.
Sace.
We are
Say,
so famous
Alex,
after six
Alex,
episodes.
say it with me. Episode Sace.
Episodio
Sace.
numero. Wait, is that how you say
Yeah,
episode?
episodio.
Episodio?
Episodio
I
and
swear,
El
I swear that was
Dormitorio.
actually how you say it.
Episodio numerino.
I actually don't know.
Sixio.
I actually don't know. All right, episode number 6, guys, of the Fishing for Thoughts
numerino
podcast.
sixio.
Yes, what John just said. And we're back. It's
so
been
back.
about 2-3 weeks since the summer.
You guys thought we
And,
got canceled. Well, guess what?
Can't cancel us, bro.
You can't cancel us.
Nah. They're like, what is this lore? We've never heard of this before.
Oh,
This is our first podcast they've actually listened to.
This is the
They're like, I
lore
guess
of our
I'll tune
life.
in for episode number 6. You know,
And that's
I guess
when
they're
they-
going strong.
And that's when they go down the fucking rabbit hole.
They learn all the lore
Like,
about
what
us.
did I stumble upon?
Guys, if this is your first time ever listening to the podcast, hello to you. You're gonna learn a lot about me and John in
it
this.
seems
in
only
this one
losers
episode.
get recommended our podcast. So if you're listening to this, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are a very cool person.
Hey, there we
See,
go.
I saved
Or you just click
myself.
the story. So, welcome to you, whoever you are, whether you're at home or you're at work or you're just like, I don't know, on the toilet or something. Welcome to the podcast.
Why on the? That's disgusting, Alex. That you said the toilet.
Bro, you gotta include every setting.
Everyone unsubscribe, please.
Unsubscribe from my channel with like 20
And
subscribers.
Also report him.
Oh yeah, okay. John, what has happened in the last 3 weeks since we had recorded the last podcast? It appears that we are now in school for the next year.
Unfortunately, JK, JK, LOL, LMFAO, on God Loki Das, no cap. I actually enjoy school, La Escuela. But
I kinda-
shut up.
bro does
You
not wanna be
asked me a
interjected.
question and I'm answering it.
All right, let's
It's
hear
rude
the
to
answer.
interrupt.
Let's hear the answer.
So, basically, I had a divine intervention. So Alex broke his fucking phone, his piece of crap Nokia,
Indeed.
in the from pool water. It went boop 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 boop. And
Yeah.
It died. And so he was like, "Yo, can you get me an Uber ride over to Best Buy? Cause my dumbass can't because my phone, my Nokia phone, doesn't
Dude,
work."
is this what I said?
Yeah, you said it.
Is this what I said?
And so I said, "Sure, man, I'll help out." And so we were in the pouring rain, waiting for an Uber, and basically I was just saying, "Man, I really want to be in a relationship, but I don't even know what it's like. Like, damn, man, this life could be so cruel." And we go to Best Buy. First thing, I already know what I'm fucking doing. I'm going to the Switch 2 area, playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Let me repeat myself. Switch 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
He does this while I'm like debating with the dude at the front desk of which phone I should get. He's like, "Oh, you can choose Verizon, AT&T. Here are all these." I was like overwhelmed.
I was
with
tuning
options.
them out. I didn't even know that. And these like fuckers keep coming up needing help, and I'm like, "Fuck off! I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Get the fuck away from me." But anyways, after I beat the fucking game in record time because I'm a Chad, I decided to go take a rendezvous around the store, and I was at the action figure section, and this doll,
This
this
angel.
fucking angel comes walking up to me. You were checking if I peeked the mic, but I didn't. She comes up to me and she starts talking about DC, and she was her game. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I really just said chat. I'm not gonna lie, folks. It wasn't that good, but I'm the kind of guy where it's like I find that funny. So we were just like talking about action figures. She was just like,
This is how you riz John. This is how
Literally.
you get John's attention.
just be absolutely stupid.
Nice catch.
I fucking caught that.
Don't want to get canceled.
But she was like, "Oh yeah, if I was an action figure, like I'd definitely be Batman." And I was like, "Well, I'd be Spider-Man because I joke." And basically, she then went, "So you're the guy swinging around Best Buy?" And in my head, I'm like, "The fuck?"
Dude, this is top tier riz.
Yeah, I was like, in my head, I'm like, was that like a, I don't know what to, so I was just like, haha, Yeah. Anyways, I'll go check Lego set, and then Alex comes over. He's like, "Bro, you have to get those digits, or I'll hate you forever."
Yeah, I just saw
So
you guys talking and was thinking, bro, this is perfect for you. This is a perfect opportunity. You gotta capitalize, man.
So after I saw the Lego set for Twilight, by the way, there's a Lego set for the Twilight house. And I was like, in my head, I was like, if I ever see my kid building that with Lego, I'm gonna disown him or her ass, his or her ass. But anywhoosies, I was contemplating my life, and I was like, you know what? I will ask the digits. And so, like a national discovery, I stalked my prey basically in the Best Buy. She was talking to someone, so I was just playing nonchalant, but it looked like I was about to, like I was like a tiger in the bushes about to pounce on a gazelle.
This is true. He's hiding behind the shelf.
Literally, security was like, they
Security was
put eyes
concerned.
on me, yeah. But basically, I was like, huh, uh, yo, can I get your number and we could talk about Batman? But anywhoosies, fast forward, we went on a good date, and afterwards, uh, she basically, so we had a second date after, and an hour before it started, she canceled it in a weird way. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That is on me. Please forgive me.
You're getting clipped.
And oh no, but basically, the first thing she said was, "I have bad news," and I then said, "What's up?" Because I was like, "What?" And she's like, and then 30 minutes later, she's like, "I'm gonna have to cancel." And then I said, "Are you okay? Like, what's up?" She didn't even reply to that.
You're talking about the second date?
Yeah, second date, like this was like the day of, and she's like, she didn't just say it in one text, which was still kind of annoying. It's like, if you're gonna say something, just say like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to cancel. I'm sorry."
I was a bit surprised because it seemed like your guys' first date went really, really well. Like
That's kind of like,
from what you told me.
well, I'll tell you what I learned from this experience, but
Okay.
which is fuck. No, I'm joking.
Be nice, be nice.
I this is my humor. I get it from my dad, but oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry. Basically, I was like, "Would you like to reschedule?" And she just said, "I'd love to," without giving me a time. I just said, "Give me a date, give me a day and time that works for you. We can work it out." And then she just like didn't respond. I then said, "Would Sunday work?" She responded just saying, "I have work that time. I'm sorry," without even like suggesting another time. So that's when I was just like, "All right." Because I'm in college. She works at Best Buy, and no judgment there because I know college, like low key, it is sometimes it's
Two different
expensive.
worlds. Two different worlds you guys are going through right
It
now.
is, yeah. And so I basically was very respectful. I was just like, "Hey, so I've been thinking for a while. I just think our lifestyles are completely different, but I still enjoyed the time we had, and I hope we can, but or no, I said." And I hope we can still be friends and probably play Fortnite on duos because that's what we did. Uh, Her response, and Alex saw it. It was very passive aggressive, but she was like, "Oh, thank God! I did not want to be the person
Dude,
to
it was
say
a
that.
crazy response.
I'm on the same boat, twin." And like emoji after emoji,
Dude,
and then
there were like three different emojis
I
in
know,
the sentence.
and then at the end she was just like, "Please learn how to kiss for your next one, okay?" And I just responded with okay, stuff.
What do you
But
think? Do you think that somebody should tell you if you're a bad kisser?
I feel like if we're breaking up, like if we're dating, it's like 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 that's how you learn, you know?
That's true. Somebody has to give
It's
you the
all about
criticism.
communication. It's just I feel like that was unnecessary. First of all, because we didn't even make out. It was like a peck. By the way, she told me she didn't want to make out on the first date, and I respected that. I was like, actually, that's a green flag. You know, it's
Yeah.
like she wants to get to know me more, stuff like that. So in my head, I was like, okay, she just. And listen, like I'm okay if people think I'm a bad kisser and stuff like that. I just think it's weird saying that after like I'm just saying it won't work
In the
out.
circumstances, it was probably the the most wrong time to say that.
Because I feel like that just gives me a lack of confidence.
If you're saying that at the splitting text, like going your separate ways text, and then you want to mention, oh yeah, by the way, you're a bad kisser, like it's kind of a
low blow.
It is, but a bit of a low blow. But if she was to tell you that, right after,
or like if we're making out and she tells me, I'd be like, okay,
like jokingly, it's a little bit different in the circumstance. But yeah, it definitely seemed like
I just didn't know how to respond.
A choppy situation.
But I basically learned from that whole escapade because I kind of believe nothing happens in life without a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet some people who are down in luck in life, they'll probably be like, yeah, it's to make me sad. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. I hear you. I respect you. But you gotta take the good with the bad.
After telling them shut up.
I know, yeah.
You're like, shut up. I respect you.
Yeah, like
shut up.
Like Skylar White from Breaking Bad. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. But basically, I feel like it was like the thing to learn here is that even if you get along super well with someone, that isn't the deciding factor whether a relationship works or not. I feel like a lot more it's a lot more internal than that. It's like she like enjoyed my jokes. She had the same humor as me. We had like the same like ideals, but it's like I feel like at the end of it, I feel like to make a relationship work, which kind of taught me is that no matter how well you get along, you both have to put in effort. It can't be one-sided. Even no matter how well you get along, because it's like, and that's kind of what ruined it.
Yeah, essentially, you both have to.
Because I'm trying to make an effort here to like schedule a date, but she's just saying no, that wouldn't work without giving her part. And I'm not saying like she could have just lost interest, and that's totally okay.
Dude, I don't blame you. Like, I'll be heavily overthinking if like I like somebody and I text them and they don't like respond. I've tried to like stop that though, because sometimes people are just busy. Like some people just have busy lives, but it does make you think when it takes somebody along.
I just think it's kind of just rude that she like for the second date, it's like she had the whole day off, but she only told me she couldn't make it an hour before the date started to watch her brother, and so I gave benefit of the doubt for that too. So I was just like, let's reschedule. But it was like the nail in the coffin was like, I'm trying because I've went through this before. And it's just like, it's exhausting. And it's also just like, it kind of just gave me like deja vu. Cause I was like, cause I've been in relationships. And when I say relationships, I'm not saying like girlfriend, boyfriend. The longest relationship was a week, but it's basically, okay. But it's like one of the first telltale signs basically for me was like, I'm the one always trying to make it work. Like I'm always trying to like figure a date because I'm just like so, invested. And
I think the biggest thing that you've kind of told me is that you've been through a few of these different like talking stages to where you're in between. Okay, we've introduced each other, but we're also waiting to officially have a title. Yeah. And being in that in-between stage can be stressful if you guys aren't on the same page completely, and if both parties are clueless as to where, or even just one party is clueless as to where it's going. And that's how a lot of situationships start. You know what that is?
Yeah, I've been in one.
A situationship?
Oh, yeah. And I didn't realize it, but yeah, like I feel like every date I've been in it was a situationship.
Depends. I think to label yourself as a situationship is you guys are consistently talking and you're acting like a boyfriend and girlfriend. You've done things with each other, but there is no official title.
And that's just like, I feel like my headcanon is like, if you like someone's personality and also you're attracted to them physically, it's like, that's when you should be in a relationship, because like hookups, you're attracted to them physically, not mentally. And then friendships, you like their personality, but you're not attracted to them. But it has to be both ways.
Yeah, if you're in a situationship, it's probably you like the benefits of having a relationship, the emotional connection with a person, but commitment kind of scares you a little bit, which
I feel like commitment
hurts both
does,
people.
but it's like I feel like that, like, it's like the leap of faith. Like I always say, it's a leap of faith, Miles.
In terms of
Like
situationship.
commitment is scary. Like I don't feel like anyone is not afraid of commitment because it's like at the end of the day, you're like the what ifs plague all of our minds.
I
You
think
know?
there's something to that, like
Yeah.
the commitment aspect that you need for a relationship means I not only because a lot of people want a relationship for the emotional connection, where you have somebody to, I don't know, watch Christmas movies with, but one thing that you have to do is you guys talk a lot, hang around each other a lot. You get to know this person; they almost become your best friend. So if you guys don't have similar personalities, or if you guys differ on really big aspects of the relationship, that might be some underlying factors that are going to kind of drive you up the wall during a relationship. So, okay, sorry, the mic cut out, but what I was saying was when you're in a relationship, basically there's just commitment that an individual needs to be ready for, and both individuals do need to be as well. Um, it's something I've given a lot of thought to, honestly. Like, am I really willing to make this person like my best friend that I hang around a lot, and like there'd have to be some similarities there, like we share the same values or like other things. When you kind of think about it through those lens, it makes your pool shrink a bit, because like there are things that people value. Maybe you like, I don't know, maybe you like reading. You want somebody else that likes reading, or I'm not sure,
Or
but yeah, I'm
sorry.
kind of ranting, but yeah, you kind of know what I mean. Essentially, what I'm trying to get at is, yeah, there's commitment in both parties that are required for a relationship, and it's something that I think is not as understood today.
Yeah, I would agree, but well, there is no but. Like, yeah, I agree. I'm just saying. Well, not I'm just saying, but God, how do I segue? But
You got it.
totally agree with what you said. And I'm just gonna add. I feel like people kind of. I don't know. I remember we were talking about like she told me her body count, and I know this is like
Don't say it on
I'm not. I'm
air.
not. I'm not. And it was actually. Can we like splice that part? I don't know why I said that, but
It's not. No, no, no. If she's listening, look, we're not
there's
revealing
no way
anything.
she's
There's not.
listening.
There's no way she's listening. But if she is, hey, respect to
Fuck
you.
ye. Nah, I'm
Okay.
joking. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Okay.
I lost it. But
But how are
I,
you feeling post,
after it,
this event? Are you looking to put yourself out there again? Are you gonna be
I've
kind of closing yourself
honestly,
off?
to be honest, I've never felt better after like I ended it. Like because it kind of like gave me my own self respect. Like because how it would usually play out is either I wasn't attracted to them. I thought I was, and so I ended it there. But for this person, I was, and I liked their personality, but I ended it because I had my own self respect.
Hmm.
Uh, and I'm not saying she was being rude or anything. I think she was just ignorant. Because there was like a good quote or like a good philosophy my brother told me was don't feel mad about people who are rude to you, but rather just know that they're just ignorant. Because if they know they're being rude to you, it's like I feel like they know right from wrong. They wouldn't do the wrong thing, but what they're doing is like like and whether you agree
Sorry, I
or
got like a little bit of that philosophy. I like kind of zoned in for some of it and was like, wait, I was thinking about it.
yeah, it's like if people are mean to you, it's like the best way to think of it is just be like, well, they're just ignorant.
I don't know. One thing I asked you post event or whatever, all that stuff, was do you think you could have ended it too early? Like maybe
Well,
she
we'll
was
never
busy
know.
and there was like, I don't know.
I kind of just looked at the long term logistics too. Uh, she was like 30 miles away too. I didn't have a car. So she would have to drive over to my place.
So when you have the stack
And
factors along with the heat of the moment.
and she told me about relationships before. It was really abusive.
Hmm.
That before. I'm not saying like, oh, okay, went into night mode. I'm not saying like that's a red flag or anything. I'm just saying I think it was like recent the breakup, and I just think she still needs to like think about it
Hmm.
before getting back in there. And I also think for myself too, it's like I still have college to focus on. I still have to focus on myself
Yeah, honestly, I can't tell you if you're right or wrong. I mean,
because you'll never know.
yeah, I'll never
But
know.
you just gotta take the good with the bad. And if you keep questioning if you messed up, those are gonna plague you. You just move on,
Hmm.
kind of. So it's like when I said it's over, it's like don't like someone told me it's like okay, like don't go back, like just move on because it's over.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you think what are your hopes for finding a person in college? Do you think there's a good chance you do find somebody in college?
Honestly, nah, cause there's like this one biological fact that's been plaguing my mind. It's the you
You gonna
probably
use
know it.
science?
Well, it's the fact that the brain stops developing at 25.
Okay.
And so I feel like to date someone while their brain is still developing, like
I
I know I'm being like,
don't know if I would make that argument, but I
but
I see I would kind of expand what you're saying in the regard that in this point of our lives and in the circumstances that we're in through college, a lot of the dating pools have been kind of dumbed down to
sex.
sex, hookups,
Yeah.
party culture, and it's in an
It's more
environment.
physical than emotional.
Yes, and the environment that we're in college doesn't really promote long-term
Emotional.
relationships very much. It's that you should go to college, have all this energy, go out every weekend.
Make a couple mistakes.
Yeah, make some mistakes, make dad lore, make mom lore, whatever you want
Make
to call
orphan
it.
lore.
Which, don't get me wrong, like
It's fucked.
it can be fun temporarily. It's just like if you're looking
I
for something long term, you really have to find that person. And I don't know, what would you think is the best way to find somebody for long term relationships?
I kind of just go with like my parents, you know, because back in the day, like my parents met at a Rite Aid. My dad was buying smokes and my mom was the manager. And basically, the way they went out, the higher up called my dad an asshole, and was just like, you know, this girl likes you, yet you're leading her on because my mom basically made the lower, uh, the her subordinates. I'll say because I don't know the word right now, but was just like if this man is at the shop, ring the bell so I can serve him. And at first I was like, Mom, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, I'd be like, but my dad knew, like, but it's like,
So are you implying that
I'm implying
kind of
that you're going to find love in the most unexpected ways. I feel like dating apps, stuff like that, it's like all physical and stuff.
can't be
And
too forced?
exactly. And the way it worked with my parents, it wasn't love at first sight with my mom and dad. They first became friends, you know, and eventually I asked my mom, I was like, when did you guys start dating? And it was like 5 years, or not 5 years, it was like a year later. And my dad basically was like, God, it's so cringe. He just said to my mom, I think I'm in love with you. You think? Like, what?
I
But
guess I guess if both people are really attracted to each other, that could work. Or if you just know that you guys like each other, I wouldn't say that, but you
But
know.
it's like the oldest thing said. It's like the most used thing said. It's like you find love like when you're not looking for someone.
Yeah, no, that's real. I think
Because you
there
gotta
was
be
like
happy being alone before you can be in a relationship with someone else, you
I
know?
think what you just said is very true, but just kind of going back to a
But
point you
there's
made
no
right
but.
before.
There's no but.
No, trust.
Ass.
Right before. Okay. Right before
Right, Alex
you
is a stupid idiot in the comments.
bruh.
JK LOL.
Okay.
Fucking cringe. I'm so
Before
sorry.
you said something about relationships. I actually forgot what you said, Loki. I just forgot what you
By
said.
the way, Alex and I, we both Let's just say we had some ambrosia.
The what?
We had ambrosia before the pod, so our brains are still
Our brains are still developing.
developing, but not as quickly.
Oh my gosh. No, but to an earlier point you made, you said that being you have to kind of be okay with being alone. Like
Definitely.
before. I agree. I think this, especially this recent summer, like having so much time to myself where I wasn't with my family and I wasn't with friends, I wasn't with any, like there was just kind of in my small little dorm room. Like
Yeah.
there was a time where I was like really depressed for some reason. I was like, I don't know why. I think it's because a lot of my happiness was kind of dependent on like
Girls.
who I was talking to, what was going on, like what was exciting in my life, like the people around me, not even just like relationships that were romantic, just people around me, and having like a, I don't know, just a group of people. But I don't know, you kind of have to almost reform your mind to be okay with just being on your own. And I think that summer period really helped me to have just an acceptance for being in my own space and being okay with doing things on my own. But having people back has been such a change because my mind kind of said okay, and then I mean everybody came back. And then
Literally, yeah, the summer felt forever.
dude, this summer felt like a long Saturday.
I feel like I matured over the summer a lot.
I don't know what I did over the summer. I can't tell you like fully. I just know there was a point of the summer that was a turning point for me mentally where I kind of just said I'm not really a kid anymore. Like I just need to start.
Like no more like partying's okay, but it's like the frat house party stuff like that. Like
Yeah, like I'll do stuff with the fraternity.
I
It's
just
time to
yeah.
start building the rest of my life. And I think it's a common thing amongst people who are going into the latter half of their college career of
Yeah.
saying, okay, we've had 2 years to kind of party, to do things, to go out. And if we want to, get drunk every weekend, we do that, no questions asked, just go out and be a degenerate. But it's almost on this third year downhill slope that you realize, okay, this is
I
this
think
is
the
ending.
FOMO's just gone.
The FOMO is definitely
Like it's
gone.
gone for me. It's like if I see someone partying, it's like okay, whatever. Like I'm like actually like if I'm not doing anything over the weekend, I'm no longer just like sad about that thinking I'm a loser. I'm rather just like
Yeah, no,
like I'm
I
just comfortable being alone.
I remember the first year the FOMO was insane.
Same,
I
yeah.
remember moving into the dorms and being like, I need to do everything. If I
Yeah,
don't
if
do
I wasn't
everything,
partying every
yeah, if
week,
I don't
I'd
do
be like a
everything,
loser. I'd be really depressed.
yeah, bro. Oh man, I remember trying to set up like all these different times to drink and like do crazy stuff and go out and try to party as much as I could. And yeah, a lot of my personality was built on it too. And I tried to, but when it wasn't built on that anymore, was when kind of the identity crisis happened, where I was like, oh, who
Oh,
am
you
I if
had
I'm
an
not?
identity crisis?
Dude, over like multiples, but probably the last 2 summers, I like have gone home or just had time to think and been like, yeah, the partying and everything kind of slowed down. So who am I outside of that? So yeah, you kind of
Yeah, like
start thinking a little existentially.
I mean, I'd be worried. Like, as in, am I like the copy and paste party guy? You know, where it's just like,
Sometimes you gotta sit back and analyze like who you really want to be, who you are.
And I think that's why I no longer am afraid of being alone now. It's like I kind of see it now as just a way to self reflect.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
But then again, I wouldn't want to preach like you have to be in solitude. You have to, you have to be this
well,
lone
FOMO's just
wolf.
a part of life.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is you don't have to be this lone wolf to learn things about yourself and like be like for sure have relationships. Like we hang out with the fraternity a lot. We
Yeah.
do things. We go out, do things for your mental. You need relationships. You need to build
Oh, literally,
a
yeah.
sort of
It's like
community, whatever that may
everything
be.
in moderation.
Yeah, just don't overdo it with the amount of if you're doing things over, becoming a more successful person, that is when it starts to become an issue. And I think for 2 years I did that without ever considering what I was doing for my future.
Oh, you just wanted to just fit in.
Almost, and then just kind of be a product of those around me. But at this point in my life, I think a
I'm just
lot
like
of
I don't really care like what they think. Like I'm just gonna do what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited for this next school year though. I think there will be a lot of growth, especially academically. My first year, dude, I shot myself in the foot. I definitely decided that school was third or fourth compared to everything else.
Lame.
Dude, I screwed up so bad.
Was your GPA
I almost
bad?
failed multiple classes, and
You were partying that much?
I was like going out every weekend doing like it was bad, and I just kind of saw that as,
Fuck,
it's
bro.
okay. This is cool. We're in our first year, and then my second year came along, kind of picked it up a little bit. Spring semester was a little stressful, but I got through it, learned a lot through that, and then this third year, I'm like, okay. I'm like reading the syllabus, doing syllabus quiz, like making sure I got all the
Bro, those
rules, like.
syllabus quizzes are so difficult.
Dude, I'm genuinely trying in like all the classes and everything, and it's a you kind of need that mindset though if you're going into your third year. I mean, you're gonna finish college, you're gonna get your degree, but I don't know. Maybe some people have bullshitted all 4 years and they get away with it. Maybe it's a thing, but
I feel like though, like deep down, I'd probably be like, if I didn't try my hardest, I'd be regretful because it's just the thought of like, what if I actually tried would plague my mind.
yeah. What did you think you were gonna be when you were like 14 or 15?
14 or 15,
Yeah, what was your
psychiatrist.
goals for life?
Just to be rich. I kind of just like saw myself as like I wouldn't be successful in life if unless I had a lot of money.
Hmm.
And I think there was like a weird turning point in life where I just like kind of started to realize like money's a tool, but and not a measurement for how successful you are in life.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I always think sometimes like if you just have like the love of your life, you have kids and whatever if you want kids or you have a family, let's
Yeah, I want
say,
an army.
and yeah, make a mini army. But
Take
let's say
down.
all you want in life is a family and a stable job and like a stable income with a house and a dog. Like maybe you're happy with that and that is completely cool if that makes you completely happy in life. Now, there you can always go more philosophically with what you define success as, but if
I
as for
literally
material wealth, if that's all you want, then for sure pursue
for
that.
for me success is just like having like it's more internal than external. It's like you could have all like the luxuries externally, but if you're like internally like depressed and stuff, I feel like you're living a worse life than like say someone who has less of that but internally like is seeing like life as like a gift or blessing and is like not depressed.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using success and any sort of assets that you acquire as a shield almost for any sort of internal struggle going on, then that will for sure always come back at you.
I feel like if you enjoy life, then your life is successful.
Yeah, I feel like that's the importance of telling other people if you're going through things because they may see that you have all these things and yet,
Dude, there was a funny
they don't
ass
understand.
clip. There was like this 40-year-old virgin. He was on the a podcast with all these like OnlyFans models and this like alpha guy, and he was just like, "Man, I'm still depressed and stuff." And then the alpha guy just like comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Do you have a roof over your head?" And he's like, "Yeah." "Do you have running water?" "Yeah." And then he's like, "Then why the fuck are you sad?" And I'm just like, I'm like, bro, like you could be rich and still have like be depressed. Like Notch from Minecraft, he got like billions of dollars and through parties and stuff, but he said it was the lowest moment of his life.
Yeah, I mean, it's all subjective to you as a person. If you grew up a lot of your life without those things and one day you have them, maybe that makes you completely fulfilled. But if you had those things all your life and then you continue to have them, it's a different threshold than of happiness than somebody that didn't.
It's just super complicated because like
Yeah,
there could be so many different factors that could be like affecting one's own like mental health or well-being.
right.
Like
It's sadness is completely subjective to the
it
individual.
could be money, but it could be something else. Is what I'm like. It's like because if someone says like no matter how rich you are, like you won't be happy. I'm just like, well, it depends on the person. It's
Hmm.
like and define rich. Like it's just like yeah,
Yeah, it can get kind of very gray area very
it's very
fast.
gray area. Yeah.
But I don't know if I ever I think if I ever got to the point where like I was completely overwhelmed with sad thoughts to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm depressed. Like I need to start.
That's when like I feel like just like go out in nature, and like that's literally me.
Take a lap around. Take a lap in some nature.
Alex, you need a lap.
I don't know.
Like
But that's where you can get philosophical with like religion, or what you base your values in, what you base your happiness in, what defines success for you, what really makes a person rich in your eyes, because that's probably the most important thing. You can look at social media or websites or anything.
Bro, that's
and
why I
to see-
deleted social media too.
Yeah.
Alex has been on my ass because like he's like, why'd you delete Instagram and Snapchat after the girl? Because I did that afterwards.
Bro got rid of everything.
I'm gonna be real, like I'm not actually missing it at all because like I feel like what's it called? I don't know. It's just I feel like when there's like a thing of being too connected to the world. It's like sometimes it's good not to know what's going on. Like because it kind of makes you
Somewhat.
It kind of makes you stay in your own world.
I think in college I'll continue to use social media just because
Dumb.
it's the talk of
Dumb.
it's literally the talk of the
Stupid.
town.
Freaking stupid. No, keep going. What? Sorry, I was just
But-
breathing.
In the culture that we're
So
in
dumb.
at college,
Stupid.
you have to have knowledge of what is going on in pop culture. At least in my eyes.
Oh my god, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged. I'm like, can I learn about the West Nile virus?
I guess you don't need to have knowledge of pop culture, but it definitely helps to understand society.
If it makes someone
around you
happy, then
today.
go ahead.
Yeah.
At the end of it, I feel like I'd support anyone as long as it doesn't affect anyone negatively and it makes them happy. It's like, like I feel like that's like me, Like no matter, because we're all different and unique, we all can be happy in different ways. It's like, the My Strange Addictions.
Yeah.
There was the one about the guy with the car and stuff, and even though it was weird, like it made him happy and he wasn't affecting anyone. There were others where it's like,
Well, a lot of people on that show are
yeah, one of them,
are
like
kind
one
of
person, like
unhealthily
literally
attached to-
one girl like drinks gasoline. I'm like, okay, no, like I know it makes you happy, but you're affecting yourself, like physically, like that's not good. Like,
yeah.
like because it's like, okay, there's three things actually now. I'll support whatever makes someone happy as long as it doesn't affect one's own being negatively, physically or mentally. So like say like drugs, like it's okay to have like a drink or marijuana. Like I do that sometimes.
One marijuana,
It's
please.
it's just like moderation is key. Like you shouldn't rely on that for happiness. Also would be to not affect others. Like say someone who's just like super racist and just being a horrible person to other people. I'm just like, even though it like, well, actually, I don't know if they're happy they're being racist. I don't know. But
some people are happy being racist, so
Yeah.
I would be careful.
yeah, so
I would be careful making a conclusion about that.
okay, yeah, so I wouldn't support that because it's affecting other people.
Right.
So I can see that as being selfish. And then lastly would be that, what was the last one? It was that it actually made them happy.
My foot fell asleep.
You're all good. But yeah, but those are the three things. And so it's like,
I'll leave it up to the audience to think about what you.
he's like, get
what
him
you've
off
just
the show,
concluded
get him
today.
off the show. Shit.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed our philosophical talks about relationships and whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Thank you to like our 5 viewers who are probably gonna watch like certain clips of this and maybe the ending. Who knows? But if you somehow found this podcast,
What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry, my alarm's going off for
Cringe.
the washing
Unsubscribe.
machine.
Unsubscribe.
Anyways, if you're watching this podcast, you
Please
think
hit that like
anything
button.
that we said is true.
Please leave a
you
comment,
may just be
like,
right.
and subscribe.
But if you think we're stupid as well, you may also be right.
You're entitled.
I literally just stole the Brilliant Idiots outro. They're like, this is the Brilliant Idiots podcast. If you think we're dumb, stupid, smart, whatever it is, you're absolutely right.
I just peeked out the mic.
Anyways,
Anywho's.
thanks guys for listening. Maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe we'll see you in 2 weeks from now.
Or
This is
maybe
the Fishing
10
for Thoughts
years.
podcast.
Or 10 years.
Adios.
Fuck.